something strange in the neighborhood. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters. Oh. How long have you been standing there? The whole time. So, you saw the whole thing. Cool. This will just stay between us, right? Oh. I see. You're the new recruit. Oh, thank goodness. That could have been embarrassing. Well, welcome aboard. I'm Dr. Smith. You can just call me Shanny. So, field training, huh? Yeah. Did they do any little orientation with you or anything? Kind of. Yeah. I keep trying to tell them that explaining the equipment like that can be a bit of a doozy. I still don't really understand it fully. What? It's fine. We'll just kind of go over it. We find here in our organization that hands-on experience is the quickest and fastest way you're gonna learn. So, guess you'll be shadowing me. Cool. Any questions? Alright, that's a lot. Just, let's start slow. Why don't we? Okay, first things first, we're here on site to investigate a phantasm and extract it for the client. That's the whole sole purpose of our ghost-busting organization. Good. At least you're caught up with that. Have you worked in the paranormal investigation or paranormal science field in your past? No? Do you have an interest in the field? Do you believe in specters, Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster, psychic abilities? No. Alright, that's not a good start. How did you hear about us? From the paper. And why did you want to work here? It's a job. Fair, I can respect that. Okay, so we have a lot of work to do. So, first things first, when we get to a potential client, we always start with asking them some important information. So, first, how long have these sightings or experiences been going on? 2, have you seen the specter or what have you witnessed? 3, has there been any physical contact? 4, are the witnesses willing to speak to us and give us their detailed interaction? 5, we ask the witnesses if they've ever gone through any kind of psychological trauma or if they're experiencing any issues or any mental things that they would like to discuss with us, such as schizophrenia or anything that could be affecting their overall cognitive abilities. And then for some reason, my superior likes us to ask if they're menstruating or going through anything personal, depending on the situation, I guess. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but he says he's a scientist, so what do I know? And then we ask if there's been any physical contact, any messages, any like seeing it, hearing it, etc. Got it? Good. Simple few questions and then we go through there. Once we get all that, then the fun can begin. We typically like to start with what we call a PKE meter, or as you might know, it's similar to a EMF meter, which scans for electromagnetic frequencies. I'd show you one, but they're currently walking around the hotel using it. But it's more or less just a small device with some dots on it, and it beeps louder and faster depending on if you're near an electromagnetic field. And that would mean, hypothetically, that we're closer to a phantasm. So if it's beeping a lot, then we're close. In fact, before they walked away and left me in this room all alone, they said they were getting a high reading in here. So, not too much you really need to know about that. It's very simple. I'll show you later. Next thing we get to use is our little proton packs, or proton blasters. Do you not know how to work it? Yeah, don't know anything about it. What did they tell you? Yeah. Yep. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's a lot of gibberish, isn't it? Why don't I just show you? So, this is the pack right here. There's a lot of gizmos and gadgets and doodads and whatnot. Just don't touch anything if you don't know what it does. That's the first rule they taught me. More or less, there's like some kind of nuclear fusion thing happening in here. It's a little scary, but they've tested it in the field and it's been fine. But basically, this is what we use to collect ectoplasm samples, which we use for research and testing and stuff to learn more about the phantasms and help the paranormal science field. So, we've collected quite a bit so far. But it basically has an ionization rate that's constant for all ectoplasm, and basically all ectoplasmic entities, we can have a real chance at capturing them with these and holding them indefinitely due to how it ionizes everything. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Yeah, don't ask me exactly what it means. I'm just kind of more or less repeating what they say. Something to do with science, ions, sucking them in, storing it. That's all you need to know. Follow? Good. So it's more or less an ecto-containment system. Ectoplasm containment system. Both, because not only does it store the plasm, it also stores the phantasm till we get back. Well, the ghost trap, it grabs it, helps us put it into the ghost trap. We're jumping ahead, I'll get there in a minute. But more or less, nuclear accelerator, we switch it on. Be careful when you switch it on. Like I said, it's more or less like a nuclear bomb strapped to your back. Once you switch it on, it's going to make a loud noise. And then you'll be able to, with the on and off button, very simple, turn it on and use the beam that emits from it to grab the specter and control it with your will, more or less. Oh my gosh, but whatever you do, before I forget, don't ever cross the streams. Yes, don't ever cross your stream with another person's stream. Very important. I don't know exactly what it means, but they basically said total protonic reversal. Yeah, something like. So just don't do it, okay? All right. Great. So, hold it tight. Control the specter. Capiche? Once you have the specter in your beam, we'll use our ghost trap right here. It's very simple, very easy. It opens when it senses the phantasm or electromagnetic field energy. So as you pull the specter down towards the trap, the top here will open. Spectre will go inside, it'll shut, and then you carry it with the handle back to the storage containment facility at our organization headquarters. Got it? Good. So, we'll always have these on us as well. Did you hear that? It must be getting close. Well, you're in for a real treat. I wish I could answer that for you, but every phantasm is different. And that's why our prices vary from issue to issue. Yeah, for example, if it's like a focused, non-terminal, repeating phantasm or a level 5 roaming vapor, we can typically charge the extraction about $4,000, and then we have to charge them for storing it as well, which fortunately for them is only $1,000. Yeah. So, but it all depends on what we find here. Whatever we heard, it's, I think, pretty gone now. Which brings me to my next point here. We used to carry walkie-talkies, but thanks to the world ever evolving in technology, we all now have Apple Watches. So we should be able to communicate with each other no matter where we are. Can you hear me? This is Shanny, here with our new recruit. We've recently heard what I think is the specter, and I can hear your PKE meter going off from down the hall. Did you find anything? Hey, this is Shanny. Did you find anything? Guys? Guys, I'm trying to field train. Well, it works if you have a good connection and Wi-Fi. All right, well, since we can't hear from them, I suppose we should start looking around this room. What do you say? Yeah, okay. So, food for thought. Some of the ghosts like to slime. This is basically just a protrusion of ectoplasm. So, goggles are going to be your best friend. wear these when hunting or when you think it's going to be a Slimer. You can have these ones. I always carry extra. Ever since the one incident. Trust me, you do not want to hear about it. It was a memory I don't like to relive. Also, it is good to keep a mask on you as well. So, I have 2 in case it's a Slimer as well. Keeps all the fun juices out of your airway. You're gonna thank me for that later. All right, since we don't have a PKE meter, I guess we'll just use this. That's just your breathing. It's gonna be okay. No, I can't promise that. I just think so. That's a good question. I don't know what this is. I don't know what it does either. I don't know. They just gave it to me and told me to use it. You pump this little thing and it does something. But I mean, they've got the PKE meter and I've got this. I figure if we find it, it's going to do something, right? I mean, something's going to happen. So, I mean, do you want to try it? Perfect. All right, you can do that fun little device. And I'm going to start trying to dust for any fingerprints or markings or anything. So just take a little bit of this and dust around in the room here. See if I can find a trace of anything. Anything at all. Is that still your breathing? Oh, control it, would you? I think your breathing's more frightening than any phantasm we're gonna come across. Nothing there. Let's try here. What happened? I got blurry? Did something go across us? Keep your eyes peeled. Tell me if anything else happens. Yeah, I'm just trying to see if I can find any markings. Any at all. Maybe help us locate it. I just want to get out of here, get a quick payday and out. Yeah, nothing. How about you? Is that device finding anything? Well, let's see if I can do this another way. This is going to help me find any ectoplasm samples. Here we go. If we find a sample, we can take it for research purposes. Or at least know better for next time. Or it can give us clues on where it might be now. I know, is that an attractive look? Alright. You think the ghost has an allergy to latex? Vinyls? Anything? Can ghosts have allergies? Well, you keep pumping air. I'm gonna look around here, see what I can find. Nothing so far. How about over here? Nothing yet. Pulse down. Nothing. Any luck so far? No. Just... Oh. What's this? Oh, I think we found some ectoplasm. You were blocking it, but no matter. I won't tell them that you were hiding it on your first day. Oh, and it's quite a bit, too. Look at that. It's real interesting stuff. I'd love to know what the composite and makeup is of it. Oh, it reeks. Want to smell? Yeah. Here, touch it. Told you. It's interesting, isn't it? Fascinating stuff. Well, let's just put it away here in our storage. And we'll save it for later. Well, since we located some ectoplasm, that must mean that it's here in our room. Why don't you go ahead and finish cleaning up that ectoplasm sample, and then we'll continue. Yeah. Yeah, just clean it. Yeah, you're doing great. You gotta keep it up. What? If we catch it, I have to look good for the interview after. Don't you know how this works? Yeah, it looks clean enough. All right. I suppose we should measure the area of the sample location to see what else could be affected by it. Yeah, we never know what it's gonna do. Is it gonna leave a residual residue? Is it gonna leave part of itself after we capture it? So it's good to measure and block it off. Hold still here, just have to measure this area of the wall. Now don't move. It's close. Can you hear it? Don't worry, your hearing will get better. You start to be able to pick up on everything. Absolutely everything. What? Scared of my cat-like reflexes. Alright. Taken care of. So, I have this little pen light here. You can use it to kind of look around, see if you see any other details. And I'll use this little ditty here to see if I can affect any of the frequencies. That really pisses them off. So, you look around and I'll do this. Anything yet? No. Oh, this phantasm must be dead tired. Oh man, this is why I do all the interviews. Alright. Well, I'm bored. Why are you looking at me like that? Say something, spit it out.
Will Barncombe, Josh, Dan Taylor, NB, Ryan, Ronstadt, Lewis, David McDowell, Jonathan Wall, Nuki, David D. Edward, Colton Marcourt, Jeremy Fitzpatrick, Typo Good, Big L, Just Woodsy, Spycam, Wolf's Reign 17, Gordon Harless, Umbugu, Sam Small, Victor D. Sparta, Tom J, Derek Jenkins, Aaron Kavik, Justin Parmentier, Gray Warden, This Charming Mothman, Neon Gun, ASMR, White Girl Magic So Beautiful, Sioki, Clyde Fabian, Ondarian, ASMR, Falconian, Kyle Kankante, Java, 8 Penguin 909, Dragonflame, Flo W, Ivor, Sam Bushman, Zone, Mr. Mayhem, Chris MC 83, Lucasen, Bardo Hawk 764, Mermo 0921, Mike S, ASMR, Musings, Sensei John Riviera, White Girl Magic Too Powerful, Apollo, Callum Timoni, Literally My Husband, Anton Blake Cox, Will Aleskis, Mark M, James Budek, Jacob RN, a dude named Jose, Johnny DiRenzo, Chuggenplier 316, Nicola Dees, Cronin